All right. Good evening, ladies. It is Wednesday. So that means we are a little over halfway through this week already. Seems like it just started and it's almost over already. Seems like that about this year too, right? It hasn't been too long of a year. Let me turn on my light here. Get us a little bit more light. It's March already though, and it's not going to be too long before March is over. So it does seem like we just started March. Time flies. March has been an interesting month. It's the time when your temperatures go up and down like they're pulling Powerball numbers. You never know what you're going to get. Today was supposed to be a little warmer. It ended up being cooler than they expected. So, some days we win, some days we lose. Hi, Mom. Hi, Violet. Thanks for sharing. Do make sure you let us know if you share so that we can get that marked down appropriately. So tonight we've got a few new things, along with some that we haven't seen for a while, and a few newer things that some of you may have missed in recent shows. So we have a nice mixture of everything. I know everybody's trying to get dressed up. We've got several in-person events coming up. I know personally, we've got, three?
One starting Saturday.
Sunday. Yeah, 3 in-person events coming up starting this weekend. So we haven't had to do this in a while. We had to up our game a little bit with the clothes and the jewelry. Everybody kind of had to get new stuff. Hi, Allison. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. So it's funny how much you have to revamp your closet after 3 years of COVID, because we got used to doing things that would look good on, the box, the Zoom box. And it's a little different when you're in person. Hi, Esley. I think it's more fun, personally, in person, not only because we get to see our friends, but because you can wear a different range of styles. You don't have to worry about what's going to show up on the camera and what is not. Because, some of our smaller stuff just doesn't show good on camera at all. You barely see it when you're looking at the 2 little boxes. Allison, you had yours this past Sunday. Okay, we're having ours this Sunday. So, this will be our first in-person type event for this year. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. The fashion fixes did not come in yet. They should be in by the end of the week. So Friday night, we should have those for you. Do not forget that we will not be here Saturday or Sunday. I will schedule some wall drops, which are basically pictures. The boys were not okay. Yeah, I saw the haircutting incident. They were trying, Allison. They were trying. I'll schedule some wall drops for Sunday so that you can take a look at some pictures of things we've recently gotten in. The Fashion Fix pictures are up on my pages. So if you've not seen them yet, they are there on both Instagram and on Facebook. And again, we'll see those in person. It should be Friday night. Looks like everything's scheduled. You know how it goes. As long as FedEx doesn't mess anything up. I can't control them. I keep trying, but it's not working. All right, so number 1 tonight. This is Glammed Up Goals in blue. This is a beautiful Caribbean blue, like a darker color of Caribbean blue. So it's not super light. Hi, Jane. Good to see you. These are faceted crystal type beads in that color. And then in the middle of these wheels, we also have a rhinestone that is that color. This is a mid-length necklace. So I put it with the long necklaces because it is a little longer, but this is one of our short long necklaces. The earrings are the little rhinestones. It's going to be hard for us to get used to being back in person, let alone the kids. It's hard to sit still that long and not be able to rewind. Pause and rewind. You know how it is. When you miss something and you're like, hurry up, stop. Let me get that. Yeah, we can't do that. I mean, we can, but people look at us funny. So this one is right below the bust, about 1/2 inch below that bust, with the 2-inch extension if you wanted to use all of that. It's going to go down here. So still going to be in the upper abdomen, not getting to mid-abdomen at all. So this is definitely going to be an upper abdomen necklace either way. We have 2 of these available. Glammed Up Goals in blue. And it is number 1. Because that's what kids do, Allison. That's what kids do. It's always at the least convenient moment. Just be glad he didn't do it like the day before the memorial, or, you know, while you're cooking dinner for the memorial and you have to hurry up and fix that up. That's a normal kid thing to do. You had girls, right? Yeah, you're not used to boys. All right, this is Heavenly Happenstance in orange. You can see it's a yellowy orange. These are dewy beads in that teardrop shape in a scroll type design plate. They absolutely do. The earrings are the tassels. These are a little bit larger gauge tassel than usual. Oh yeah, girls are good about cutting hair. Usually it's the bangs, you know, with the girls. So this one sits mostly above the collar. It's a little bit below the collar, but with your 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to bring it down. It'll sit just below that collar right there. Hi, Aunt Dora. Good to see you. We're talking about kids cutting each other's hair when they're little. Your girls never did that, right, Amy and Jennifer? Yeah, never. I have 2 of these in stock. This is Heavenly Happenstance in orange. So if you're looking for something in that yellowy orange, here you go. That is number 2. I'm pretty sure that I cut my own bangs, among other things, you know. It is such a normal kid thing to do. I don't know what the fascination is with cutting each other's hair or cutting their own hair. Oh, always at the worst moment.
My sister and I got in the most trouble just before the meeting when we were little.
Max says if it makes you feel any better, he and his sister got in the most trouble right before meetings. Well, that's when they would get in trouble.
She's dressed before everybody else, and then we'd get in trouble.
You know how it is. Mom's busy trying to make sure everybody gets ready for the meeting, and she can't keep an eye on you 24/7. And that's the time when they get into mischief. All right, this one came in recently, but I wanted to show it again because not everybody got to see it. This is based in purple, but it is a little bit iridescent, almost like an oil spill. Hello, Ruth. Thank you for sharing. So these are little round, kind of a bubble bead. They're on that very thin monofilament wire, so this is going to look like a floating necklace. 2 layers. The earrings are those same beads, just a little bit smaller. This is the length. So it's a very subtle purple. It's not outright, you know, in your face purple. It's not a bright purple. It's kind of a muted purple. This one, again, is hanging right here kind of at the bottom of the bust. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to hang right here. So this is going to be a just below the bust necklace if you use that extension. So this one is, let's see, what was it? Interstellar Illusions in purple. I like the way that this one looks. This one is number 3. Number 4. I know we've got some gold stuff out there right now and some pebbly things. So let's bring these out. These are Stone Sensation in gold. So our earring is based in gold, and we have the white pebbles, polished pebbles in a strand. This is the length and size. I have 3 pairs of these. So we have Stone Sensation in gold, and they're number 4. I think I'm going to have to actually turn the fan on. It was cool in here, but now I'm drinking hot tea, so no, that doesn't help. Because I do dumb things like that. This one is called Sahara Suburb in yellow. This is a bright yellow crackle stone. You can see the marbling in that stone. Kind of looks like a sun in the middle, the way that pendant is made. We have 1 layer that is the yellow crackle beads. The other layer that is the chain. Earrings are the yellow crackle beads. And of course, we've always got some upgrade earrings around if you want something a little bit larger. Yep. I never get this absolutely right when I put it on her. Good thing I'm not dressing her most of the time, right? So this one, the pendant lays below that collar with the 2-inch extension. It's going to come down here, which is going to put that pendant right in the middle of the chest. So I have 2 of these. Sahara Suburb. Hi, Terry. Thanks for sharing. Sahara Suburb in yellow. 2 of these. It is number 5. All right. Let me ask a question so I can turn on this fan and get some air moving in here. Let's see. Oh. Well, this is right up our alley. Dora would like a number 5, Max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 answers on this one. Let's take number 4. Name a job that involves lots of cutting. Like with scissors, knives, whatever cutting implements you have. A job that involves a lot of cutting. We're looking for number 4 out of 6. Seamstress. Oh, and that's one they didn't guess. Drywall, also not on there. Does involve a lot of cutting. A butcher. That was number 2, Faye. Good. Welcome. Woodwork. A baker. Baker is not on there. Lumberjack, of course, was number 3. Gonna cut down all those trees. Surgeon. Surgeon was not on there. A teacher. Deli. Roofer. A chef was number 5. I do a lot of cutting, especially if you're the sous chef, right? Doing all that prep. A hairdresser was number 1. Other jobs involve a lot of cutting. We only have 2. Yep, landscaping. That was it for number 4, Allison. Landscaping, gardening, whatever you want to call it, that requires a lot of cutting. You're always pruning things and cutting the grass. And so one more thing, and you may not think about this as cutting, but that is definitely what they call it. Hi, Juanita. Good to see you. So one more. Anybody want to take a guess? Not carpentry, but that was good. Crafting, also good. Not on the list. It was a film director. You know how they're always yelling cut, and then they cut things out? Yep. Their mom would have come up with it. Banker, cutting checks. Yes, that's true too. All those things we call cutting, and they're not actually cutting things. But that's what they call it. I thought that was an interesting question since we just had this hair discussion. Hi, Juanita. We've been talking about kids cutting each other's or their own hair when they're little. Did your kids do that? I'm glad you loved your jewelry. It's always nice to know everybody liked what they picked out. You know, because sometimes you pick out clothes and you take them home and you're like, I don't like that as much as I thought I did. All right, this is one of our blockbusters. So if you want the classic pearl look, but in an updated setting, this is a 3-strand necklace, and these 3 strands are fused together using the little plates in an ombre style. So we've got the darker gray down here in the middle, then the lighter gray, and then we fade to the creamy pearly beads. The earrings are the darker gray pearly beads. So I have as many of these as I need. We can get those anytime. This is the length, so it is just below her collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down right about here, which is going to put your pearls right across the middle of the chest. So right about there. This one is part of our blockbuster collection, which means we have it all the time, and I can always reorder. So this is Lady in Waiting, and it is number 6. I think every kid has had to try that at one time or another.
White.
It doesn't have a color. That's the only color it comes in.
Okay.
So it doesn't have a color. And since we're talking about the gray or the silver, these are Cabana Charm. These are some cute little gray shell type earrings. So this has that mother of pearl appearance on these little discs. And they're in little silver rings. Aren't these cute? They dance. So that lighter gray. I have 2 pairs of these. This is the length and the size. So Cabana Charm in silver. We have 2 of. They are number 7. Okay, so ladies, don't forget that I will be gone on Sunday. We'll be out of town. There's no way I'm going to get back in time. Hi, Becky. And I thought about pre-recording a show, but it's just not the same. Number 7 to Jane. I thought you'd like those, Jane. I like the shell type appearance. Doesn't matter what it is. I love the shells. All right. Next up, we have a longer necklace. This one I have 2 of. This is called Wings of Whimsy in copper. So we have an antiqued copper butterfly. Those are moonstones for its wings. And then it's dotted with little white rhinestones to add a little sparkle. The earrings are the white rhinestones in that antique copper setting. This is the length. So right about mid-abdomen with the 2-inch extension, it's going to come down more around belly button level. This has that nice sliding chain, and this chain is big enough that if you wanted to shorten this, you could just fasten your clasp into this chain further down, and you could pull it up and customize your length. That's what I like about the long necklaces. If they have the right kind of chain, you can basically have any length you want.
I don't know if maybe you said it. Did you see Spay in here?
Yep.
Okay.
So 2 more of these. This is Wings of Whimsy. In copper, it is going to be number 8. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, that one's pretty. I love butterflies.
Flutterflies.
Flutterflies. Yep.
Flutterflies.
That's what the girls called them when they were little. All right. This one came from our Life of the Party collection. I just have 1 extra. So Life of the Party things just came in. Was it yesterday? Monday. They came in Monday. So they'll be in your pouches this week. This one is called Glassy Hero in red. This is a red glass heart. This one has the toggle clasp, so it's in the front. Very easy for you to do up by yourself. Because of that, it does not have an extension. This type of clasp doesn't have an extension. The earrings are that heavier chain link that's in your necklace. So this is the length. They usually make these a nice length anyway. It is just below the collar. Pretty, isn't it? Especially against that white. And her red skin sets it off. This one is Glassy Hero in red. Just 1 of these left. This one is number 9. So all of you who ordered those hoops, the little flowery hoops, those are going to be coming your way this week. They are so pretty. In fact, I want to pull them out because I think I've got a couple extra pairs. I know I've got a couple extra pairs. I did not expect them to be iridescent. Let's see. They're down here. So let's stick them in the shell. We'll say I have 2 extras of these until I count them all up. But I know I've got 2 extra at least. So these were called Fairy Fantasia in multi. So if anybody missed ordering these very springy hoops, they are little flowers in our pastel colors. These little petals are iridescent and very shiny, and they've got little pearly centers. These are about the same size as the Glitzy by Association hoops. So a nice medium. Yes, ma'am, you did, Allison. I think the only thing you didn't order was the ring this time. So you ordered the other 4 pieces. So I do have 2 more pieces 2 more of these if anybody wants them. Hi, Robin. These are Fairy Fantasia in multi. They are number 10. I forgot to pull those out because I did order extras. Wanted to make sure I had more than enough. This is the ring. That was Life of the Party. We'll do that next. Pull that out. Let's see, but it's time for a question again. All right. This one has 4 answers. Some of them more surprising than others. 4 answers. Let's go with number 4 out of 4. Name a style of music you'd be surprised to hear that a teenager listened to. A style of music you'd be surprised to hear that a teenager listened to. Opera. Opera was it, Violet. The old country or just any country was number 2. Classical, number 1. And jazz was number 3. Swing, bluegrass. Oh, I can't agree more. All those would surprise me. Rock and roll. Probably classic rock and roll, maybe. Yeah. So we got them all. Classical, country, jazz, and opera were the 4 answers that were given. So, of course, some teenagers do really like the country. It just kind of depends on their style. I listen to more of, I guess, the jazz and the classical as I get older because I like quieter music. Because I'm trying to keep, all the thoughts from jumbling in my head. You know how that is, right? You get too many thoughts going on in your head and everything gets jumbled.
Voices in your head.
Is it the voices in my head?
Yeah,
maybe that's what it is. They all need to be quiet. And so adding words on top of that really just confuses things sometimes. And don't let Max fool you. He has to turn down the radio in order to find his turn or find where we're going in the car. So I've caught him doing that recently, and I didn't call him out on it yet. So here you go, Max.
I tell you,
He will turn down the radio to find where we're going.
I like quiet.
I don't know how that helps, but it does. It helps your concentration a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying to that.
All right. So now that I'm done picking on him for now, this one is Serene Gleam in purple. So we have oval purple beads in a silver setting. These are all linked together. So they're not going anywhere except for these last few that are kind of like tassel-ish. Our earrings, the same oval pieces.
Thanks, Robin.
Robin does it too. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Yeah, he's just getting old, Juanita. I take every opportunity to pick on him getting old. So this is the length of this necklace. This is a closer one. It's going to sit up more around your collarbones, so right up here. But you do have the 2-inch extension. So if you want a little room up there, you don't like it quite as far up on your neck, you can use that 2-inch extension. That is going to bring this piece down to collar length, which is also going to bring that last piece down to right about here. So it's actually going to sit right in this area. So I have 2 of these. This one is Serene Gleam in purple. And it is number 11.
Tell Juanita, I know
2 of those. Juanita, he says he knows where you live. I know you can probably hear him. Don't worry about it. He'll be fine. I like to take the opportunity to pick on him for being old because, he's older than I am. So it was always the agreement it was acknowledged going into this marriage that he was going to be old. It was never the agreement that I be old. I was supposed to be young forever. And that has not happened, much to my dismay. But I'm still younger than he is. So there's something.
If it makes you feel good, smile about it, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So this is the ring from the Life of the Party pieces this month. This is called Glitter and Spice in gold. So this ring is set in gold. We also have the gold rhinestones, kind of almost a flowery setting. Oval flowery setting. This is on the wide stretchy band. Aha. My hand model tried to run away. So we don't have a lot of gold rings, so I did get 2 of these. This is Glitter and Spice. Forever Young. Glitter and Spice in gold. 2 of these available is number 12. Terry, even if we live forever, I'm still going to be younger than he is.
I watch kid shows with my granddaughters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. He watches the little cartoons, storybots and stuff with the grandkids. Runs around with him, with them like he thinks he's young. All right.
Come on and play with us.
One of our urban pieces. So this is unisex, but it is made a little bit larger to accommodate a man's wrist too. This is a cuff bracelet. It is called Combat Ready in copper. I don't know if you can see this. It's a twisted copper with that like twisted rope appearance in between. So if you have a little bit larger wrists, these are really good for that because, like I said, they're made a little bit larger to accommodate a man's wrist as well. Also, you can squeeze these a little bit. So if you need to make it a little smaller, you can do that. If your guys like to wear the bracelets, I have a nice selection of men's bracelets. This just happens to be one of those in that category. So Combat Ready in copper is number 13. Can't leave the guys out, right? They have to look good at the assemblies and things, places we go. We want them to look nice when they take us out to dinner, right? Don't want to be embarrassed to be seen with them. So yeah, we do have men's things. We have men's necklaces, we have bracelets, and we have rings. And some of them are on my website, some of them are not. So if you're looking for something in particular, make sure you let me know if you don't see it, because I may have it here and it's just not out there. All right, Pinwheel Prairies. Remember we had these in yellow? Everybody just saw Sharon in these. Now I have the blue. They finally came in. This is that turquoise crackle stone in the center of these super shiny pinwheels. Look at that. I got 3 pairs of these in. This is the length and size. So 3 pairs of these, number 14. I love how shiny those are. That silver is really, really polished. You can almost see yourself in that. You use it as a mirror. You know, you can take it off at lunchtime, check your teeth, your hair, make sure you're still looking good. I'm kidding, but you probably could. All right, next up, I have a necklace that also has a matching bracelet. So let me show you the necklace first. This is in gold. This is called Gorgeously Glistening in gold. Little clusters of white rhinestones. They're in 2s and 3s. Let that focus. There we go. 2s and 3s and the white rhinestones set in the gold. So this is a smaller necklace. The earrings, of course, are those same white rhinestones. Put this up here. The length, just below the collar. So what, about 1/2 inch, 3/8 of an inch below that collar. Probably closer to 1/2 inch. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to mid-chest. So right about there. And the bracelet, same clusters of white rhinestones. This is the adjustable clasp. So you have the extension to make it fit your wrist a little bit better. I have 2 of each of these. So I can have 2 complete sets, or you can buy them separately. It doesn't matter. So Gorgeously Glistening, glimmering was the ring. And I'm thinking about the ring. Number 15. And I have 2 of each of those. All right. Look at that. We're at another question. Can't believe how fast that comes around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6 answer question. Look at that. Lots of answers. Let's do number 5 out of 6. Name something kids play on in a city park. So to Robin, do you want both pieces, Robin, or you just want one? Something the kids play on in a city park. The swings, always. That's number 1. Hi, Polly. Seesaw was number 4. Slide was number 2. Let's see, rides. They were a little more specific than rides. Splash pads actually did not make the list, and maybe because that's a newer thing. The spring horses. Oh, I loved those, and so did the kids, and they would just go to town on those, but those were not on there. Merry-go-round was number 6. The grass, the basketball court, that was number 5. So Terry got that one. And the jungle gym was number 3. Jungle gym was number 3. The ponies. What about the carousel? I mean, not every city park has them, but when they have the carousel, the kids love the carousel. It takes them forever to grow out of that. Some people never grow out of it. Okay, both to Robin for that gold set, number 15. You got it. And those can be combined. If you want to, Robin, you can let me know. Or it doesn't have to be with your last order. I can combine the shipping if you want me to. All right. These are I Feel Dizzy in silver. This is my last pair of these. But aren't they cool? Look at all these circles. I love the circles. I have a weakness for the circles. Everybody knows that. This is the length and size. Aren't they cool? So last pair of these, I Feel Dizzy in silver is number 16. And we have so many circle necklaces. You know, it's nice to have the circle earrings too. Have something to put with them. Number 17. I have some stars to come up for you too in black, Allison. I don't know if you've seen them yet. All right, this is one of our really popular colors this spring. It's that peachy pink. So officially this is pink, but this is that peachy pink. This is Garden Fairy Tale in pink. So we have the semi-transparent as well as the completely transparent. Yes, I did receive it. Thank you. That's why I'm asking you if you want to combine them and not pay a second postage, I can do that since we're really close. So these are little strands of those beads. Then they hang together like that. The earrings are the little semi-transparent or like frosted pear-shaped beads. This is the length. So about 3/8 of an inch below that collar. Right here below mid-chest is where the bottom of it is falling right now with the 2-inch extension. It's going to fall more on the top of the bust. Okay, we can do that. So I'll just, when I send your invoice this week, I will send it for just the jewelry pieces and we'll put them all together in one package since it's so close together. This is Garden Fairy Tale in pink. We have 3 of these. It is number 17. Glad to see you got to go home. Robin got to come home from the hospital. So I know she's happy about that. Hospital food stinks, right, Robin? Yeah. There are not too many hospitals that have really good food. In fact, that's how I chose where to have my babies at. Sounds dumb. But in a city where you have 2 main hospitals, and the difference between them is one has really good food and the other one doesn't, you pick the good food. You're nursing babies, you know, you got to have your strength. At least that was my reasoning. So I had my babies at the good one. That was the worst ever. Were you in the one in Fort Myers? The what was that one? Was it Lee County or Lee Memorial or something like that?
I'm not sure. That
the kids' dad was in. I don't think we ate much there. All right. This is a silver bracelet, and they call it silver because of these hematite rhinestones. These are dark gray in appearance, so very blingy and pretty. This is a stretchy bracelet. Gulf Coast. Okay. I don't think that's the one he was in. I think it was like Lee Memorial or Lee something that he was in. Glad he wasn't in that one because the food's bad enough as it is. So we've got the white and the dark gray. This is called Beloved Bling in silver. We just have one of these because I got it as an exclusive. It is number 18. I love my hematite rhinestones. Some of my favorite things are hematite. And I'd never even heard of it until I started doing this. All right, next up, I promised Allison I would show these. So I was thinking of her when I took them down earlier. I don't know if you've gotten to see these yet, Allison. These are Superstar Solo in black. You can go ahead and spin, Max. Sorry, I didn't tell you. These have the hematite rhinestones as well. So these are the darker ones on the black metal. And then we have the strands of tassel coming down off the bottom. These are post earring, and our post is up here near the point of that star. So right up here. I do have 2 pairs of these. This is about where they'll sit. So it's going to be like this. You could wear them with your other hematite pieces. So Superstar Solo in black. Yep, Allison needs these. I knew you did. Number 19. I know what you like. All right, number 20. And we actually have a number 21. So we'll give Max a minute to do his spinny thing. This one is a longer necklace. This is the one that's kind of like a charm necklace. So we have all our charms at the bottom. Oh, that's right. You do have the star barrettes. I remember those. At the bottom of the tassel. This is called Amore to Love in pink. So this is a light pink. We have the light pink shell type discs. We have a light pink transparent teardrop that's faceted. Oh, yeah, they do remind me of the Dallas Cowboys. You are right. Then we have a heart. So lots of cool beads and things in here. The earrings are those semi-transparent pink beads. This is the length. So this is starting just above mid-abdomen, going down through belly button level. 2-inch extension. Just going to put it down close to this dropped waist, right about here. I do have 2 of these as well. And as we get closer to convention and cruises and things like that, we'll do some lanyards. I'll throw some lanyards into the shows because I've got some really nice necklace lanyards. If you're not wanting to wear just a basic lanyard. So this is Amore to Love in pink. 2 of these available. Number 20. And of course, you're always free to contact me if you need some in between. You know me, I'll pull them out and show you what I've got. Subliminal Shimmer in gold. We have 2 pairs of these. So these are a smaller gold hoop. Which one do you want? These, Robin? They would look good with that necklace, by the way. Little rhinestones. They're kind of twisted in the middle. These are about 1 inch across. So this is the length and size. Number 20 to Robin, okay? Length and size. Let's see, I'm going to get a quarter out. So these are just a little bit bigger than a quarter. These are number 21. We have 2 pairs. Subliminal Shimmer in gold. All right, so that is our last piece. We will have, yeah, you have them in copper. I have them in copper too. I loved those in copper. And then they brought them out in gold. You know, I had to get them in gold too because we didn't have the gold glitzies yet. So those were the closest thing we had. And those gold glitzies are coming out soon. They started releasing them to certain groups. So we should have them soon as well. I'm really looking forward to those. Terry, you're a winner for today. So you're going to get a free piece of jewelry added to your pouch. So when you get your invoice, it'll be taken off of there when you pick something out. All right, so fashion fixes will be in Friday. They're supposed to be in Friday. As long as nothing goes wrong and I don't have to hunt down the FedEx guy, we will have fashion fixes on Friday night. We'll take a look at those. And if you want to see the pictures ahead of time, they are on both pages for you to browse. And we'll also have the exclusives that come along with those. And I've got another order coming in. So we're going to have all kinds of good stuff Friday. So make sure you come back Friday night, 7 o'clock, and bring your friends. Even if they don't buy anything, that's okay. It just gets more eyes on my show, which tells Facebook, hey, people want to watch this. Let's show it to some more people. That's literally how their minds work. If people are watching it, then they decide other people need to see it. So that helps me out a whole lot, even if they don't buy anything. So thanks, everybody, for coming out and supporting. I'm starting to lose my voice now because of allergies. Been outside part of the day. So you all have a great rest of the week. Keep it going till Friday. We're in the downhill slide. So we'll see you all on Friday night. Bye.